Hello friends, so today we're gonna discuss this problem from LeetCode Weekly Contest 190, problem number 1458 named maximum dot product of two subsequences. So you are given two arrays num1 and num2 and you have to return the maximum dot product between the two non-empty subsequences of num1 and num2 with the same length. Okay, so actually in the dot product what you do is you take two elements and multiply them and take the answer. So the length should be same, but because as you can see in this example, the length of num1 is 4 and num2 is 4, 3, but you have to take out only those elements such that the length of the taken out element should be same. Because when you do dot product, you will take one element from this and one element from this, multiply it and add the answer. So as you can see, you can take 2 and 3 this, and also you can take -2 here and -6 here, and the answers become 18. So what you have done is you have to take a subsequence. In a subsequence, what you take, you can delete some element but the order remains the same. As you can see, you can just take 2 and -2 in this, and because the order remains the same, it's just 2 and -2, and in this the subsequence can be 3 and -6. Okay. Same for this, you can take like 3 into 2 which is 6 and 6 into 2 which is 12, but it is less than if you just take 3 into 7. I hope you understand. So you have to find out the maximum, because if you just delete this part and just delete this part, the rest element is 7 and 3, so you can form this. Okay, the order should remain the same, else you can delete some elements. So this is a subsequence. So this is a DP problem. I'll tell you how to do it. Let's move down to the code. I have actually filled the table for easier explanation, but I'll tell you how I fill this. So this is the first nums and this is the second. I have made an array or like a matrix of these elements. So now how we fill this? Now just every time you fill an element, just take from the start this elements and these elements. Fill this with -infinity. Okay, so now if just assume you have only 2 and 3, take element from this and take element this. What is the first element? So now for this element you have to consider only this and this. So now if we have just two elements 2 and 3, what is the maximum dot product you can get? You can only multiply these two. So the answer is 6. So you can maximize it with the top element which is -infinity. So the maximum is 6 now till now. Now take this element. We will be filling in column wise direction. Now if we fill this, we have one element 2 and this 0 and 3. So the maximum dot product we can get, we can only multiply this and this, and you can leave this. So you can take this combination or you can take this whole combination. So because there is only one element, you have to multiply it with only one element, and the maximum is either this element, the above element, which is this. So as you can have seen that we have calculated this part 2 and 3. So the maximum can be either this, which is the above element, or we consider this in. If we consider this in, we multiply this and this, which will turn out to be 0. So the maximum is 6. And same, if we add this, now we take -6 and 3. The maximum can be if we just take 2 and -6, or the maximum till here, which is 6, and it is -12, so the maximum till now is again 6. So this is how we fill this. Now take two elements into consideration. Now we want to fill this. We have 2, 1 and 3. Okay, so now what we can do is we can either multiply this, we can multiply this with this, or this with this. This value is stored here, as you can see, 2, 3, and this value we can easily calculate by multiplying this and this. So as you can see now, also if we take -2, so we have filled this border elements. Now for filling these border elements, as we can see, if you also take -2, this can be either this, this or this. Okay, but the maximum of this we have stored here. So it can be either this or this maximum, and this maximum is 6. So for filling these, we can either multiply this with this, which is 3, or take the left element, which is 6, the maximum of it. So as we can fill it, it become 15. So it is more than 6, so we update it, as you can see. Okay, so now we have filled this element and this element. Now start filling these elements. Okay, so how do we fill these elements? Always try to write the components of the DP and find out how we can divide it into sub problems which we have either calculated before. Now the maximum can be if we just take these elements, which is take 2 into 3, because what we can see, if we don't include 0, then this can be maximum, this can be maximum, or we take everything, that can also become maximum. So I'll tell you how. Okay, if we take 2 and 3, then the maximum we get is 6. The dot product can be 6, plus we multiply them, which is 0. So it turns out to be 6. Either I can do is, I multiply this and this. I can only take this, multiply it with 3. Okay, so this value with 1 and 3 is just top value, as you can see. Okay, so we have to find out the maximum of the top element. So in this value, we have to find out the maximum of the top element, or what this value signifies. 2 and 3 0. This element can also be possible because we can take just 2 and 3 0. So we can take the maximum of this top, this. Okay, we can exclude both of them. We can take the maximum of this because this is not contributing anything. If we take just 2 and 3, this is also giving 6 and this is also giving 6. So why we just take it? So the maximum can also be if we exclude all of this. So if it is just 2 and 3, which is this element. So as you can see, for calculating this, we can get the maximum of this, 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 or if we include everything, then we multiply this. If we multiply this, it becomes out to be 0, and then we'll add the maximum before it, which is 6, which is diagonally up. I hope you understand. So the possible cases can be the maximum of this, 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 and if we include this, then multiply these two elements and add it with this number. And we have to do this with every element. But because there are, as you can see, there are different cases. If we include these two elements in the dot product, then we want to find out the maximum dot product before them. If we just include this element, we want to find out the maximum dot product for this, or the maximum dot product for this, or if we exclude both, the maximum dot product for this. So there are 4 cases. So we can fill these elements, and then for the rest of the elements, we can start filling it according to these 4 conditions. Now, as you can see, the maximum does not always lie at the last point, but it can be anywhere, because the subsequence not always end at the last point. So you can make a maximum value which will store the maximum value we have encountered while traversing through the matrix, and it will store the maximum value. So let's move down to the code and it will be more clear. So I made the whole array because the size is 500 by 500, so I made a very large matrix. Then what we have done is, I have initialized this with minus infinity, this with minus infinity. Then I have stored the minimum value, this maximum value which we can encounter, the maximum value to be minus infinity, minus n, which is a very small number. Then we will iterate over in this fashion in every column. In every column, if I is equal to 1, in which it means we are in this first column, then what we will do is we will either take the top element or multiply this and this, multiply the elements. Because we are iterating from 1 1, we will take I minus 1 and j minus 1 because the element is from 0 indexing, but we are doing from 1. And now after storing it in ARRJ, we will find out whether this is the maximum till now. If we are on j equal to 1, which is the first row, we will check it with its left value, or we will multiply both elements I have told you. Because if you multiply, it will get updated, or the maximum value till on the left, and we will also update the value. Else, if we are anywhere inside the matrix, what we have to find out, the maximum, this is the value which is on the top, this is the value which is on the left, this is the value which we can get by just multiplying both the elements. So there can also be a condition in this, as you can see in this example, we have just multiplied this 3 and 7. So I have missed out one condition. I have told you maximum can be 4 conditions. In taking this, taking this, taking this, and taking the whole, or we can either take only this part and exclude this part. Okay, so for including only this part, we will multiply only the elements, or taking the diagonal element, or multiplying those elements and adding it with a diagonal, finding out the maximum of all these 5 conditions, and then maximum store the maximum till now we have seen. And if you print out the values for this condition in which we have done, you will see this is how we have filled the matrix, and maximum is 20. So if we just remove this part and try to run this, submit this, so it's accepted. I hope you understand the logic clearly. If you still have any doubts, please mention down. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Keep coding.